Peace, peace, what's good? It's Ali. And I'm making this quick video to give you some tips to find and discover your life's purpose. One of the videos I made, I talk about one of the most important things to know is what you came here to do. Once you have a purpose in life, some sort of direction, you have a more fulfilling life. A lot of people are suffering right now and unhappy with their job and where they are in life because they really feel like they don't have any purpose. And I know this affects a lot of people. So this is going to be a very informative video for those who are wanting to discover their life's purpose. So I'm going to give three ways that you can do this. The first way and the most obvious way, and it's been mentioned many times, but I feel like it's very effective and I want to document it here, is you want to take a look at what you're naturally gifted at. What you can do without getting paid. And it's as simple as this. Just sit down with a piece of paper. Write down your gifts, your talents, what you're naturally attracted to. It might be video games. I mean, it could be anything, cooking, cleaning, home decor. And it's one of those things where your ego will be like, man, that's too easy. So I came here to draw. That's too easy. And if you listen to a lot of people or talk to people that are great drawers, they be like, yeah, I can draw, but it's not all that good. They're usually the biggest critics on themselves, where they're like, oh, it's easy for me to do, but it ain't that good. But you're looking at you like, man, you can draw. It's because our gift is usually something that we've had our whole life and we become accustomed to it. And you really don't see how much of a gift it is until you're around someone else that doesn't have that gift. So write down what you're naturally gifted at, what you're naturally talented at, and what you can do without getting paid for. And the universe will make it and arrange it in a way where you will get compensated for what you're doing. If you don't trust yourself enough, then ask your best friend or your brother and sister or cousin or someone that grew up with you, hey, what am I good at? What do you think my talents are? What do you think I'm gifted at? And they'll usually be able to tell you what you're good at because they've known you. And they're not looking at it the way you're looking at it because we start to overanalyze things when it comes to us. So find out what your gifts are, find out what your talents are, and this is something you can do on your very own. If you can't, then get somebody you trust. That's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is look into astrology. Astrology is by far the most predictive, the best predictive science that I feel like we have on our planet. If you're not naturally intuitive or very psychic, astrology is one of the sciences that can sort of even the playing field. So it's so many uses for astrology, and we'll do some more videos on that. Obviously, it's only so much time, so many videos, but we're going to hit you with a lot. So just continue to follow the channel. But relating astrology to your life's purpose, there's two systems that you can use as far as astrology. You can use Western astrology, which is considered tropical, or you can use Jyotish, which is also called Vedic astrology, which deals on a sidereal system. Me personally, I love Vedic astrology. I love Vedic astrology. So I'm a lifelong student of Vedic astrology. So that's what I would be attracted to. But if you're attracted to Western, then use that. But you want to know your birth time so you can know what houses that the planets and the signs fall under. If you know your birth time, then just Google free astrology chart or free Vedic astrology chart, and you can find a program so you can input your information and get where your planets and signs are arranged. And when you do that, this topic is obviously bigger than this video, but I want to give you a couple things that you can look at in order to find your life's purpose. One of the things you can do is look and see where most of your planets are. For instance, if you have like 4 planets in the 7th house, then that's going to be an area that you may want to focus on. The 7th house deals with relationships, it deals with commerce, it deals with trade and business. So you want to look and see what planets are influencing that particular area of your life. So look at where you have most of your planets at. Another thing that you can do is look at the 10th house, which is called the midhaven. The 10th house is the highest point in the sky when you were born. So that's where you're going to shine naturally at. Me personally, I have a Piscean 10th house. So my public image will deal with more of a Piscean energy. That's where you get the occult, the metaphysical, the high-end spirituality. What I'm already living is in my birth chart. So you can look at the 10th house. Also, you want to look at the 2nd house, because the 2nd house deals with finances and money that you earn through your work. So most people, when you have a purpose, you're going to be compensated for what you do. So you want to see what planets and what signs are influence how your money's coming in. That can be found in the 2nd house. Obviously, I'm minimizing it by having you look at particular things. But when you study the chart, you want to look at things holistically. So your ascendant matters, your sun sign matters, your moon matters, your Mercury matters. All these things matters. But if you're just coming into astrology, you don't want to be overwhelmed. So look at these few key points in your astrological chart in order to gain insight and discover your life's purpose. That's the second thing. Thirdly, and probably the most easiest as far as science, is numerology. Many people have found me from my numerology videos, the articles I've written on the website, thirdeyeactivation.com. I'm very versed in numerology, and I use numerology a lot during my consultations along with astrology. But numerology is one of those things where you can, if you know your name, your birth name, which most people do, you know your birth date, which most people do, then you can find some numerology numbers that correspond to your life. And for particular dealing with the life purpose, I can take 2 numbers from your name, which would be your full name and the vowels, getting the values of that. And I use the Chaldean numerology system. You can get 2 numbers from your name, and you can get 2 numbers from your birth date. You can get more, but I use 2 for each for finding your purpose. The 2 numbers you want to look at on your birth date is the day you were born. So if you're born on the 4th of any month or the 5th of any month, that day you were born is 1 number. I call that the gift number. That's the number that you're naturally going to be gifted at, or whatever that number is. Another one you can look at is your life path number when you add the birthday all the way across. Those 2 numbers in combination with the 2 numbers from your name will give you a total of 4 numbers. Once you get that, see if you have any repeating numbers. So say in that 4 number blueprint, say you have a 1, a 3, and 2 5s. Do you want to look at those 2 5s and see that 5 deals with adventure, it deals with traveling, it deals with the mind, it deals with problem solving, etc., etc. So your gift or your purpose will probably fall under that realm. So there's many things you can do in order to exercise those gifts. So numerology is a very beautiful thing in order to help you discover your life's purpose. One of the better books that I've seen in regards to that is Dan McMillan's book, or Dan, what's his name? I should have probably pulled that out, and I don't see it firsthand, but Dan Millan, the one dude that made Peaceful Warrior, he made a book dealing with discovering your life purpose using numerology with his own unique system. I'll plug mine in and plug some other people in, and it's pretty good, and it's pretty easy to follow. So that's one book I'll recommend, and there's many numerology books. You can also go to our website and find some information on numerology. And if you're interested in going further with discovering your life purpose using numerology, make sure to go to our website, thirdeyeactivation.com, and click on online workshops to see when our next class dealing with numerology and discovering your life's purpose. So this has been Ali. Wanted to give 3 ways you can discover your life's purpose. If you want to find out more information about what we do, be sure to go to the website, thirdeyeactivation.com. Until next time, peace.